Why, hello everybody, it's Randy Andy here, and today I want to talk about Assassin's Creed. More specifically, the entire series, but Origins 2. I have pretty much every Assassin's Creed on disc besides Unity, Revelations, and 3. I have Revelations and 3 on Steam, which is kind of ironic because Revelations is actually my favorite one, and I don't have it on disc. But hey, I'll get it one day on disc, hopefully, otherwise my life will just not be complete. But as much as I love Assassin's Creed, and as much as I'm excited about Assassin's Creed Origins, I have a butt ton, a massive, just disgusting waste dump full of concerns. Because Ubisoft has earned that from me over these past few years. I mean, Black Flag was the last proper good one. Unity released bugged as all hell, had a decent combat system, but a pretty crap story besides the beginning. The beginning was pretty good. And Syndicate, I couldn't even finish. In fact, Unity, I couldn't even finish. I got further in Syndicate, to be fair. But the last one I finished the full story of multiple times, or just at all, was Black Flag. So isn't that a little bit telling of what Assassin's Creed has become? And that's my main concern with Origins. Is it gonna be another milking of the cow, just another squeeze on the udder? It's possible, but at the same time, the cash cow for Assassin's Creed last year was the Assassin's Creed movie with Michael Fassbender, which I thought was pretty average, to be honest. But that means that this game is now having a 2-year development cycle, thankfully enough. At least if it comes out this year. I'm hoping it's 2.5 and comes out mid next year, but we can dream. Somehow I think Ubisoft's gonna put it in this year. But either way, Assassin's Creed Origins, which is a non-official name, but is pretty much official at this point, because they did a little 2-second-ish clip reveal with like the logo coming out, and it had like goldish sand and like a blackish green background, and that screams Egypt. This whole Egypt leak thing is pretty much confirmed at this point. When I saw that video clip, I was like, guys, pretend you don't know what it is. Pretend Ubisoft's gonna surprise you with the setting and the name. Pretend! Just for them, just so they can feel clever. Sure, it's rumors, but this pretty much confirms it. And those screenshots we got seem pretty legit. As low res as they were, they seem pretty legit. There are reasons to be excited for this new Assassin's Creed game, though, because A, as I said, the longer development cycle. B, it's meant to have a more RPG sort of feeling to it. Now, the original Assassin's Creeds, besides one, did have an RPG element in the sense that there were very minor side missions, and you could like buy different clothes, upgrade your equipment, get new weapons, blah 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 blah. But it was never a full-fledged RPG. So if this one is like that, where story decisions are changed based on what you do in the game, then that'll be really cool, and that'll be a new spin to Assassin's Creed, which will make it feel fresh again, finally. But at the same time, for me to even consider getting an Assassin's Creed after Origins, or not get Origins on sale, there needs to be one thing in place for me personally, and that is a good present storyline. Because as much of a drag as the original present storyline was at times, it had legitimately good scenes, and it had legitimately good pacing in the sense that with every iteration from 2 to Brotherhood to Revelations to 3, it felt like it was getting somewhere. It felt like the attack on Abstergo was getting better every day. It felt like they were hiding less, and it felt like they were taking an attack to Abstergo. Every freaking game, it felt like they were getting better and stronger, and Desmond was getting better and stronger. And then spoilers for Assassin's Creed 3, they kill him off. Simply because I think they didn't know how to handle taking on Abstergo and doing all this philosophical building that they've done, because they had this whole deity thing, which in my opinion was done best in 2 and Revelations. In 3, they kind of dropped the ball and they were like, shit, we don't know what to do! We don't know what to do! Kill Desmond! Ah! So yeah, nice one on that, Ubisoft. So even if in Origins the past storyline is amazing, the world is teeming with life, the graphics are amazing, the gameplay is amazing, the RPG elements are amazing, the story is amazing, which is obviously the most important part, but the present time is neglected, and it's another little side thing with video clips, then sorry Origins, you've lost my interest already. Because while the past aspects of Assassin's Creed were awesome, right? wow, we loved Ezio. The only reason we went to Ezio in the first place was for Desmond to learn about his ancestors, gain their skills and not make the same mistakes, and then build on it and take the fight to Abstergo. Because otherwise, all this is some guy with a VR headset on. And yes, I know they sit in like chairs in the Animus, but it's essentially just a guy with a VR headset on then playing the most immersive video game of all time. Which is not what Assassin's Creed should be. Assassin's Creed should be taking the memories of your ancestors and using that to fight an oppressive system. Which, if this game is just a cool past storyline and present just thrown in there half-baked with some frickin' video clips, like Syndicate's present storyline was pathetic. It was just some present video clips. And even then, Sean in those video clips was completely out of his character. He was there jumping off a building, if I remember correctly, and like, what the hell? That is not Sean at all. Sean is the guy who sits at the computer, does all the hacking kind of stuff, does all the surveillance stuff. He is not suited for that. That is not Sean. So they even take him out of character in those video clips. Not only are those video clips just lazy and they take us nowhere in the story, it's just lazy. It's just lazy. It doesn't even frickin' put Sean where Sean should be. So yeah, if the Origins present storyline is like that, lost my interest, sorry. But if the present storyline gets us back on track, takes good momentum, then I can take 2 more games of this. I can take one last trilogy to finish it all off and to end it. This is one thing to bear in mind. Someone at Ubisoft who was working on the Assassin's Creed games says he does have a planned end in mind, which is hard to believe, but that is still encouraging that the guy says he has a plan to end the series, or at least how he wants it to end. Who knows if Ubisoft is actually going to let that happen. But if there's Origins and there's just 2 more games after that, I'll be happy if it ends the series properly. If Origins is even the last one, then I'll be happy. But that seems a bit weird since it's called Origins. If Origins is the last one, I'll be even more happy. Because as much as I love Assassin's Creed, right, I feel like it's lost what was special to it, simply because they're just milking that cow. They're just pulling on the udders until there's nothing left, and they're just squeezing the last of the milk in like the most horrific, inhumane way possible. That's what they're doing to Assassin's Creed right now. Assassin's Creed Origins could honestly kill my love for Assassin's Creed if it's done in the same, you know, we're just gonna milk this cow sort of way. But there's no guarantee that that's what's gonna happen. I just think it's a possibility knowing Ubisoft. And if you mess up Origins, you're not getting my buy. Even as a massive Assassin's Creed fan, you're not getting my buy. And I think I can speak for a lot of people that you won't get their buy either. In fact, I think you'll be getting their middle finger if you do this wrong. And hell, even if you make another Assassin's Creed after Origins after screwing this one up, if you do, and make an amazing one after Origins, people are still going to middle finger you because of what you've done. So, Ubisoft, just think about what you're doing here, please. Obviously, I want Origins to be as good as it can be. I'm just thinking realistically because Ubisoft. But I don't think they're stupid enough to mess it up again. Because Black Flag was great, but they messed up Unity, they messed up Syndicate. If they mess up a 3rd one in the row and have it not have a moving present storyline, then what the hell. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on Assassin's Creed Origins and the Assassin's Creed series as a whole. Please do comment down below, tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what I can do to improve, and your thoughts on this whole thing. Please do like down below if you feel so inclined. Subscribe with the little circle button somewhere around the screen. This has been the Randy Andy Show. You know what to do, and I will see you in the next video.